You weren't expecting this, were you? Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel, guys. Yes, it has been a hot minute since I've made a video and put one out there for y'all to watch. So like I said right at the that very first couple seconds, you're not gonna be expecting this. Let's get to it. As many of you know, I sold my 2020 GT and bought my 97 Cobra that I was building several years back. I bought it back. Car's been doing great, found some issues here and there, and we've got a pile of parts to start putting on the car to correct some issues. Now, we're going to go back to earlier this summer. Caleb called me, Mr. Foxcast Media. Check him out up here. To do a video with the Cobra. And if you paid attention to what I said in that video, I said I'm going to try and find a suspension on this car that's going to be a little more tame, a little more drivable, a little more enjoyable to use every day or just whenever I want to drive it. Because right now, like a better word, guys, I have changed the suspension on this car twice already. First time was just drop springs, cheap shocks, and some cheap replacement shocks and the coilover conversion for the front originally. All that got ripped off. Now it's on the Raceland Ultimo coilovers. Still junk. 4.5 years later, when I bought it back, I was like, why did I even put the suspension on? So we got some stuff to fix it. Let me show you over here. Don't pay attention to that right there just yet. All right, guys, little small pile of parts here. I'm going to go over it with you and explain what's going on. Like I just said, the cars on coilovers on the Racelands, they suck. They beat you to death. The adjustability isn't there. So I am converting it back to standard coil spring strut shock suspension. Just traditional suspension. I've got 2 brand new control arms from work. I have the UPR 2005 SP2 spring mounts for a tubular cam member so I can put coil spring back on the front. I have the UPR 3013-26 UPR billet height adjustable mounts because I need to raise the engine up. I'll go over that with you in a second. From LMR, I got all the urethane spring isolators and locators and everything for the suspension, along with a new fuel sending unit, because right now I put 5 gallons in, it says I'm at 3/4 of a tank, and I know that ain't right, so we're going to take care of it. I got a DW400 fuel pump to run full E85 in the car and actually have plenty of fuel if I decide to do anything else in the future. Brand new set of Bilstein shocks. You see another oil pan and a pickup there. I'm about to go over that. And you see a Gen 2 engine. So let's talk about it. The oil pan and pickup is for the engine that's in the car right now and going to be going on this engine also. Like a better word, the K members in this car, it's a UPR Chrome Moly. The oil pan with the Prothane motor mounts for the 96 to 04 cars. The oil pan sits about probably say 3/4 to a full inch below the lowest part of the K member, which is no bueno. When I first put it together, I didn't think nothing of it. And a little bit older, a little bit wiser, I know better now. So we're going to raise the engine up like that. And replace the oil pump and oil pan and pickup to take care of that issue for now so I can drive the car until this engine is done. Now this engine here is a Gen 2 Mustang engine from a 2016 GT with 3,300 miles. I know it has 3,300 miles because me and Ken pulled it out at HPR and installed an illuminator in that car, and we ended up with the engine, and in turn I bought the engine from Ken. It did have a crank sprocket issue. Chains broke it, something broke at idle, popped a couple valves. We've already pulled the heads. Pistons are fine, but it did bend a couple valves, so I am sending the heads off to the machine shop to get gone through. New valves, some steels, possibly valve springs, and just go through the heads, make sure they are ready to go when I get them back. After that, it's going to be getting 350 head gaskets and ARP head studs, along with a brand new, Boundary oil pump, crank sprocket, and a Ford Performance time and chain kit for a Gen 1. Cam wise, we are keeping the Gen 2 exhaust cam because my parts research has told me and showed me that the Gen 2 exhaust cam references back to the 1213 Boss 302. So, okay, I got a nice part there. So now I'm going to find me some Gen 1 Mustang intake cams that I'm still trying to hunt down right now. Like I said, the engine's going to be gone through. I'm going to double check everything. Of course, by the time it's all said and done, I will have a near complete Gen 1 pull out. It is a truck motor, truck cams that I'm going to probably have here in the garage and have possibly either keep for a backup, or it might be going into another project that's outside. We'll go over that in a later video. But after that, we're going to have this car with fully refreshed suspension all the way around, a Gen 2 engine, so we're going to have more power, more RPM capability in the car. Of course, next thing is going to be transmission. Right now, the car is still on the factory Cobra Spec T45. So far, it's holding up great. Now, take apart this transmission. With this engine combo, is only seen 7,200 RPM. That's what I had the rev limit set to by Daryl at Wingard. After that, with the new engine, it's going to be a few hundred more RPM capability of the engine. I don't know how well it's going to hold up, or if it is going to hold up long term. If it does, great, awesome. If it don't, our next step is going to be doing a T56 swap. I have been scouring Facebook, trying to hunt down, 0304 pullout stuff for the transmission, the cross member, what have you. And also been looking online at like American Powertrain, Silver Sport, Handling for a T56 swap kit. Even already got quotes from them. And for what people are asking for, a T56 kit on Facebook to what I can buy a brand new one for, and it'd be a Magnum, I'm probably going to be going brand new, because it's literally $1,500 to $2,000 more, and I have all new parts. I know it's brand new. It's not going to be an unknown of how it's been treated, how it's been used, how it's been bang shifted, what fluid's been in it, whatnot. So that's going to be the next step for the car. After that, guys, I don't know. Like I said, T56 is probably going to be well into next year before I even think about it, because that's still, we're still talking $5,000 to $6,000 to drop one of those in here. I am going to be swapping headers around with the car for the Gen 2 once it goes in. Right now the car's got BBK 1 3/4. We will be stepping up to a 1 7/8 header. More than likely, there's only a few manufacturers that make them, which is, I think it's going to be Cook's, Ultimate, and I want to say Hooker Blackheart made some, but I think they're discontinued now. So I'll have to do my research and hunt around, see what I can find. But other than that, guys, just a quick, short, dirty video. Yes, I'm alive. Yes, I'm doing good. I did have some health scares. I've had some family health issue scares. I can't promise I'm gonna make videos on a regular basis. I will try, but no promises. Between taking care of my dad full-time, working full-time, and trying to take care of a home and everything else, you know how it is, people. It wears on you. But anyway, guys, that's going to be it for this video. I appreciate you watching. Appreciate you subscribing. Stay tuned. Like I said, I'll try and drop another one here soon. But if you don't see another video for them, guys, have a happy Thanksgiving, safe travels, and we'll catch you on the next one. Peace.